What load are you on? It's just not the greatest. That's a lot of goat poop. We're getting there. Here you go, be alive. That's what happens when you walk away and you put the water to go. I swear this stuff is like gold. Guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, this is Rock Hard Ranch, where we are just trying to keep agriculture alive. We have a small but growing herd of cow-calf bear cattle, a herd of Nigerian dwarf goats, 2 puppy pigs, and 1 horse. We don't have the biggest operation, but we're trying to do the best that we can with the operation that we've got, just trying to grow our herd 1 set of hooves at a time. And today we have a lot on the docket. We are cleaning out the barnyard, cleaning out the goat shed, hauling manure, getting all the stuff done because fall's coming, which means snow's gonna be flying. EJ's over yonder scooping up some manure out of the barn and in the barnyard and making piles. I'm going to get this goat pen cleaned out because there's lots of hay chaff in this pen right here, because this is primarily where I had the goat kids. And then we'll see. I don't know if we're gonna scoop all of this out too, but regardless, he's got the manure spreader out, so some of this is getting cleaned up. It's a gorgeous day today. It's like a balmy 68. It's sunny and the sun is warm, but it's cloudy and there's a little bit of a breeze. It feels very fall-like. So much better than like the 90-degree heat that we had. I'm not interested in that anymore. We are gonna get a little bit of whiplash though, because tomorrow I think the high is gonna be 80, so it's gonna be significantly warmer, which I'm not a fan of, but at least we're into September and fall is coming. Hello! Hello, hello. We have something kind of exciting going on with Pokey, but I don't wanna say it yet because I don't know if we're really doing it yet. It's happening today if it's happening, but to be determined in future videos if it actually goes through. A closer look at what EJ's doing out here. There is so much cow poop manure to spread. Yesterday is the first day that he started, and I think he hauled like 10 loads out of here in the evening. We don't have a super nice spreader, and that creates some issue because he's been having some trouble with it. When he used it in the spring and spread the manure, it worked really, really well. And we thought, like, hey, maybe like it's gonna start working better. But it's kind of like the square baler. The square baler didn't really want to work right away, then it shaped up. Hopefully the manure spreader is gonna be like that too and doesn't just continue to get worse. He scooped out the barn already, at least part of it. I don't know if he's gonna do all of it today. I'm not really sure how far we'll get. But anyway, this is where our little calf pen was, calf pass-through gate. We had a panel right here. Calves could come in, be away from the moms, kind of get their own feed. What are you doing? Why are you laying like that? Hi, sir. No. Hello. Please don't lay on your side like that. Yep, there you go. Be alive. So he scooped some of it out. Everything's gonna have to go and get fine-tuned anyway, because we're gonna have to get all the like extra stuff out from around the poles, and like Belle's pen's gonna have to get cleaned up. In the tub's gonna have to get cleaned up. There's a lot of poop around here. We produce a lot of poop. Goat pen is all prepped and ready to be scooped out. I just took down the panel that was here and there, and then there was just a bunch of extra stuff in here. The little panels were still on the sides of the pen to keep the babies in. Now that Mooney is in that big pen, I can take all that down. The best thing that we ever did when we built this pen is we put in a latch system. So all of the panels, all of the pen walls that are in here are completely removable, and they're not like screwed into place, so they're really easy to take out. Just to add to our list of things to do today, EJ's also cutting more hay to make some more square bales. Behind our mound system at our house, there's like a really nice little patch of clover hay, and I've been telling him that it was really nice, but it's pretty small, so he wasn't gonna cut it. But finally, I think he decided that it's nice enough that he probably should cut it, and we probably won't get a lot off of it, but it's nice hay. This is what he cut for hay. It's literally just this little square right here. It won't make much hay, but it is really nice hay. And now that he's done with that, he's back in the skid steer. I think we're gonna scoop up the goat pen and get that out of there, going, get that clean. It'll be really nice. I don't think we're gonna put the pens back up after we scrape it out, just because it's gonna be so nice and open, and there's really no reason to put it back up right now. We don't have anything else going in there. The boys are gonna stay out for quite some time. So Yeah, that'll be good. It's a little bit tricky because this is 8 feet. That's 7 feet. So there's only 6 inches on both sides to not hit the door. Well, here's the finished product. Most of it is scooped out. There's still a little bit of work to do on the edges, and there's still like a little bit of pack in here as well, but it pretty much filled up. The manure spreader, we always underestimate how much is actually in here and how much hay the goats waste, and there really is a lot. And then eventually we'll go ahead and take this panel down and we'll clean out that pen as well, but not today. That's a lot of goat poop. The pile's getting smaller, but not quickly enough. Stuff in his pile. So I think I've shared this before, but our property was taken by a tornado in the 1960s, and all that was left here was like one corner of the original home. Everything else was completely leveled. All of it was gone. So through living here, we have found lots of stuff. There is lots of stuff in our pastures. There's tons of stuff in our woods. That pile specifically, there is all kinds of crap in there. Metal, rubber, clothing, glass, all kinds of it. And with each year, erosion just keeps pushing it up and up and up, and we find more and more stuff all the time. I'm gonna go be manure spreading supervisor. Then he stopped, he turned around, and he's gonna do the next row over from what he just did. He's gotten quite a bit spread already. I mean, all of this that's in the stream has been spread. He's probably done 15, 20 loads, something like that, and that first pile's not even gone yet. It does just take a long time to spread manure. It takes like half the time to actually spread it than it does to get it loaded, get yourself back in the yard, get yourself back out into the field. And then, you know, that's with no equipment issues or not having to cut any twine off, anything like that. So it's a lengthy process. I'm just happy that this thing's working because it is so dicey that sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm just glad it's working. Unlike the square baler, which I said there's no reason for us to get a new square baler, there is a lot of reasons for us to get a new manure spreader, or at least a much newer manure spreader, because this one, for how much cow poop we produce here, we spread twice a year, and it's even hard to keep up. I mean, just doing it twice a year. And then if we run into equipment breakdowns or things need to be fixed or whatever, it just takes that much longer. So I think in our future, he's going to be getting a different manure spreader. Time will tell. We'll see what the spring auctions have to offer. Back into the barnyard, and I'll show you what's left that has to still be spread this fall. So this pile right here is what he's been scooping out of. It wasn't even that big of a pile. We have another one over here that's similar in size, maybe a little bit smaller. This one right here is a little bit smaller, but then the real kicker here is this one, which is really big, and it's going to take a long time to spread and a lot of loads, which is not bad. Our manure spreader is just not the greatest, but it works, so that's fine. But you really can't beat it. Fertilizer is expensive. To have fertilizer hauled in, we don't have a spreader for fertilizer. You'd have to rent one. This isn't free, but it's sure a heck of a lot cheaper than buying fertilizer, spreading fertilizer, regenerative. We always have ample supply. And since we've been spreading the last, I don't know, couple years, we've gotten really good yields on our hay, especially this year with the amount of rain that we got. We've gotten really good yield. We have way more hay than we do cows. We need more cows, but you can't buy cows because cows are too expensive right now. But we have tons of hay. We have tons of good quality hay. So it definitely is worth it to take the time to spread it because it's helped our fields out just leaps and bounds. This one is all done, all scooped up. It's like a little bit of hay / twine there. Twine's the worst. And now he's on this next small pile. We're getting there. We're making progress and we're getting there. It just takes time, and that's okay. While he's been doing this, I just got done riding Pokey for a little bit. So it's been a really nice day. A really good day to be outside. It's nice and cool. Tomorrow it's not going to be nice and cool, so we've taken full advantage of this nice weather and getting just a lot of stuff done. The first pile is all scooped up. There's just a little bit of hay mixed with twine there. And he's starting to make a dent on this second pile. Things are moving along very nicely. Makes me excited to see what kind of hay we're gonna have next year, because I swear this stuff is like gold. What load are you on?
17.
Number 17. 18. way to go watch cow poop be scooped, and you put the water to go in the barn. You hurry back. It's a pretty big tub, so I don't think it's gonna be overflowing, but EJ was like, you got the water going in the barn? I'm like, yeah, I better go look at that. Success not going over, but we'll just turn that off before things get out of hand. And he's off. Here's what everything's looking like out here. It's a nice thick spread. It should break down really nicely, and if it doesn't, he can come out and harrow it. But it's gonna be thick, luscious hay. Makes me excited. We're still in business, so that's a positive, because it's a little touchy. Yesterday it was way more problematic than today. He did a little bit of adjusting on it today. It's working a lot better. It's only got to make it like 100 more loads until spring. I think we're going to call it quits with this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching to support agriculture. Thank you for watching to support our channel, and we will see you guys next time.